What is your name and today's date?
Dr. Amrit Singh.
And today's date?
June 2014. Whenever I say June, 84 comes to my mind.
And how old were you in 1984?
Don't know.
Okay. And what was your occupation at the time?
Heart specialist, cardiologist. So for 6 days, there was a continuous attack on the Golden Temple, on the Akal Takht, and we were in Los Angeles at that time.
Okay. And how and when did you hear about the violence?
Oh, we have been hearing that for a couple of years, but then the actual attack occurred on June 1, and then we had constant monitoring of the wire services and all that.
Did you hear just from news or from family?
News and wire services.
Okay. And
TV and radio.
And so what was your reaction when you started hearing about these things?
Oh, we were totally shocked, and we were dismayed, and we were very upset. Our lives were disrupted.
It wasn't expected at all?
No, it was expected because they had been planning for 6 months in UP, in Chokta. They made a model of Akal Takht and the Golden Temple, and they trained their forces for 6 months. So we knew it's coming. Yeah, and it was only a premises that Indira Gandhi wanted to destroy the Sikhs.
And where were you in November of 1984?
Same place.
Same place, Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
And so you were in Los Angeles when you heard about that violence as well?
Not only heard, we followed that, and we demonstrated against the atrocities done by the Indian government.
Okay. Did you or any of your family members become a target during the 84 attacks?
No, because most of my family was here, and but we felt as if we are attacked.
Have you spoken about this violence to anyone since 84? We could talk about what you did, the demonstrations right now.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, we talked to the whole world, because we mainly had one Gurdwara at that time. That was in Hollywood, Vermont Gurdwara. And the attack occurred in June, and then we gathered on Thursday in Vermont Gurdwara, and there was a sudden huge gathering there, and so there was a lot of emotional outpouring. And crying. And people donated whatever they had, their earrings or their ornaments or everything. And so we kind of collected ourselves and started the demonstrations and reaction from there on. And so we held demonstrations against the city, in front of the city hall, and in the Griffith Park near the fountain. There is an open place there. And then we had demonstration on June 9 in San Francisco, or June 11, 1984. Very long, a very large gathering of all the Sikhs and all that. And everybody was upset, and everybody was alienated from India, and they were only coaxing Indira Gandhi, who did this kind of atrocities, unparalleled in history, even unparalleled by the Mughals and all that.
During this time, you weren't at the event itself, but I know it affected you a lot. Do you have any nightmares or flashbacks about things that might have happened? And did happen?
Say it again?
Did you have any nightmares, or do you ever have any flashbacks of those moments? It seems like you do, but are there any moments that just stick out to you?
No, we lived that history, yeah. So there's no question of flashback. We lived that history that evolves in front of our eyes right away whenever there is a question and all.
Did 1984 bring any changes to your outlook on life?
Yes, I took Amrit in 1984 September, so that was a big change, and it changed a lot of people. Those who were marginal, they became attached to the Golden Temple and to the Akal Takht, and a lot of people took Amrit, and a lot of people start going to Gurdwara. And for 1 year there was no marriage, no party, no celebration in Los Angeles, in any home. All the Sikh homes were mourning the attack on the Golden Temple. And we were gathering in Vermont Gurdwara, as I told you, and we boycotted Indian things as much as we could, or the Indian Airlines. Nobody will fly or anything like that. And we were very, very alienated. And on June 11 or whatever that was, on Sunday or Saturday, from two places, from New York and from San Francisco, the Sikhs declared they don't want to stay with India, they want to have Khalistan. But right now it is impractical because the people who actually were dedicated, they died. So those who are politicians, they are still there. So we don't have any direction now.
And in your opinion, it's just the last question, in your opinion, why did all this happen in 1984?
It was to weaken the Sikhs, and even though Congress claimed to be a secular community or a secular party, but they had a hidden agenda, Hindu card they played, Sikh card they played at that time. And Indira Gandhi, after attacking the Akal Takht, got a big majority from the Hindu majority in the elections and all that. And they had hidden feelings to destroy the Sikhs whenever the chance occurs and all that. And because there were some incidents like, I don't know, you may not be that old. In Texas, there was a incident where one Darvish or something, or Darvishian, or there was a sect there. They held about maybe 22 or 50 children in Texas, Devonshire or something. It starts with D. But the United States government, being so powerful, they did not annihilate that place, but they besieged them, and they got them out, arrested them, not anybody else, and they didn't destroy the place. So if they wanted to take the people, they think they are anti-national or terrorists or whatever they were blaming us, they could have just put a siege around the Golden Temple and no food, no water, and people will come out. There was no reason to attack the Akal Takht or another 135 Gurdwaras in Punjab, and they attacked all the Gurdwaras in Punjab. They killed 150,000 people in Punjab in 1 week, and they killed 10,000 people in 6 days in Amritsar, in the Golden Temple, because on that day they particularly picked up that day, because on that day it was the commemoration of Shahidi Gurpurab of Shri Guru Arjan Dev Ji, So then they did not let anybody go, and the instructions were from Delhi that no evidence, no prisoners, and kill or perish, finish, destroy and destroy, that's all. Those were the instructions. World Sikh Organization at that time, from all over the world. And here in Los Angeles, we had delegates all over, and later on it kind of dwindled, but right now World Sikh Organization is viable and a very, very effective organization in Canada. That is working in Canada, and but here it finished and all. So I am very, very proud and glad that you guys are doing that. This is something very important, and our history is very, very important. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji started the sacrificial approach to the social evils and all that, and then Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji culminated that principle for the freedom of religion, speech, and equality, sacrifice in 1675 in Delhi. And so we saved the religion of Hindus and their tilk and their janjeev, even though we don't wear that. So that shows we are for the freedom of religion and justice and all.